What is the best place to buy retail sports cards? That's a question that I've heard more often than I'd expect even over the last couple months. So today I'm putting together a power ranking of my favorite stores to go buy retail cards. Blaster boxes, mega boxes, hanger packs, hanger boxes, all that. Here's the list, but first, here's the intro. Real quick off the top, here's a disclaimer before we get going. I usually try not to record in my glasses because sometimes the glare just really washes out my eyes, but it's 3 a.m. or 3:14 a.m., so I'm just rocking the glasses today. My eyes aren't ready for contacts. I really nerded out on this one and made a presentation, so let's punt to that. I need a cool transition, hold on. Alright, so without further ado, here's my list of the top stores to buy cards, or top retail stores to buy cards. You know what it is, you know what we're talking about. Not hobby shops. This is, you want to overpay for cards and inevitably lose most of your money. Where do you go? Who is the best selection? I don't want to say these are rank ordered, but I did tier them from bottom to top, so they're going to get progressively better. And with that in mind, we're going to start with, I clicked the button, it didn't go. Hold on. Bang! Barnes & Noble, they have cards. It's funny because it's a store that at gunpoint I never would have guessed had sports cards. It's a store you go into looking to chase the next adventure for your favorite protagonist, not necessarily rip some retail packs, but they do have cards, as does Books A Million. I didn't even put them on this list because their selection is very similar in my eyes. So you got Barnes & Noble. The cards are typically in the back against the wall, and I say that because I've been to one Barnes & Noble, and that's where they were, but from my limited experience, that's where you can find the cards in Barnes & Noble. They do have them. It's a pretty small selection. Everything's priced as you'd expect. The other downside of the Barnes & Noble is if you live in a city that has a Barnes & Noble, they almost certainly have other better options, but sometimes it's a fly under the radar sort of thing where people don't know there's cards there and they stay there because of it. Next up, CVS Pharmacy. So next time you have strep throat and you're standing in line to get your antibiotics, you can buy some Top Series 2 or whatever. That's kind of how it goes at CVS. They don't have a big selection either. They keep everything locked up, typically. Again, just speaking from personal experience, but they have cards at CVS. Have I ever bought them? I have not. Usually when I'm in CVS, I feel like death. Walmart Neighborhood Market, it's next on my list. I just made a video where I went to Walmart Neighborhood Market, and this is a new development there. They haven't always had cards, but now they do. In most of them, they're up towards the front. They have a decent selection, but it is significantly smaller than just the normal Walmart selection. But if you're in a small community that either just has a neighborhood market or there's one close and convenient for you, it's a good place to go scoop some cards. And also, like I said earlier, it's a place that you don't necessarily associate as a place that's carrying sports cards, so it flies under the radar, and some of the big releases don't get scooped up there as fast as they do at just Walmart. Next up's GameStop. If you want to turn in your old Wii and instead buy a box of Select 21, 22 at heavy discount, GameStop's the place for you. Joking aside, they do have some pretty decent discounts on their cards. I've seen Illusions boxes selling for about $12 there. That's Illusions basketball. And it's never going to be the first place I go to buy cards, mainly because it was the only place where I was making a video and they're like, hey sir, you can't film here, and they like chase me off. There's that videos on card lines too, so go find that. Go Google GameStop card lines. But I do know they have cards, and they can have a pretty decent selection. I've never seen it myself, a good selection there, but I have seen posted pictures in different various Facebook sports card groups where it's a pretty impressive selection and pretty decent prices. Walgreens is climbing up on the ladder. The thing Walgreens does that I think is cool is they have, I'm about to sneeze, hold on. Somehow they have negotiating power to have different inserts, and I've seen like a Walgreens exclusive green border insert before. It's really something that only Target and Walmart have done. For example, Walmart has the pink border prism cracked ice, and Target has the red border prism cracked ice, and somehow Walgreens slipped in there too. So that's pretty impressive. Kudos to them. That's why they're above CVS. They don't have a great selection, but having somehow that negotiating power with Panini scored them some points. Now we're getting to the mechas. Target. Target is great. They have the biggest, widest selection of sports cards out there. If you're looking to just go buy some blaster boxes or mega boxes, Target is a surefire bet. They stock pretty consistently. It's every week, and if you know who to ask, you can usually get dialed into the weekly stocking schedule. So you can go stock the stalker. I'm just kidding. We didn't say that. You didn't get that from us. Can't get demonetized. Seriously, we're making $1.20 a video. Can't risk it. And then finally, Walmart. Walmart's number one. They're the pinnacle of my sports card mecca. They are the best place to go to buy sports cards. And what makes Walmart better than Target? I'm going to generalize, so you can blast me in the comments, it's fine. Target is marketed to people with more disposable income than Walmart. And people with more disposable income buy cards with said disposable income. So Target usually is picked over, more clean than Walmart. And Walmart has all the perks of Target. You can figure out when they're going to stock. You can go in, find the consistent restocks. They have all the sports, all the blasters, all the formats. Every card you're looking for is probably going to be at Walmart. And yes, it gets picked clean too. But I do think because Target is a little nicer shopping environment, people with more money go there to shop for stuff, and people with more money buy sports cards. There's a reason why you walk into Target and smell Starbucks, and you walk into Walmart and smell like McDonald's or Subway. It's just associative marketing. Target's clearly trying to attract a different kind of shopper. Alright, so those are the ones I wrote down, but one that I thought of while I was actually talking through my slides is Best Buy. They don't have an amazing selection, but they do have a selection, and a lot of the perks about the smaller stores applies to Best Buy. It's a place where you're not necessarily expecting to buy cards, so they're not quite as picked heavily. People will go to Best Buy for electronics, not sports cards. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you learned something. Comment your top 3 favorite places to buy sports cards below, and let's compare a list. See you next time.